Kashimo's curse technique is here, and it is beastly powerful, and it is so powerful as a matter of fact that it has pushed Sukuna to actually transform into his Heian era form. And yes, Sukuna has used the Vajra in this chapter, or he's called the Kamutoki as well. We got Uraume versus Hakari as well, which is absolutely insane, and a beautiful dialogue between Kashimo and Sukuna, with it confirming that Kashimo was the strongest of his era. He was actually the Gojo, the Sukuna of his era, the Edo period. And this chapter was going to be one of my favorites I've read in a very long time. All of my theories were confirmed. The Vajra theory confirmed. My video I uploaded 2 days ago where I actually called that he would push Sukuna to use his Heian era form was also confirmed. Kashimo having a transformation confirmed, and it being a transformation that turns his body into energy, or at least some sort of energy-like substance that kills his body, that theory was also confirmed as well. Sukuna having the Vajra confirmed as well. All that's left is for Kashimo to pull out the Vasavi Shakti. And man, there's just so much to talk about this chapter because Kashimo's transformation is just so awesome. Alright, I just really want to get into this. So hey, be sure to leave a like, it does help out. And of course, subscribe for a ton of JJK content just like this. Crazy theories, analysis, JJK spoiler videos like this one's, live streams, because only 10% of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you want to get consistent and quality JJK content, you will not regret subscribing. And of course, thank you to Ever, Aaron, and that guy Trey. It's much appreciated, guys. Alright, so I'll go in chronological order for this chapter because it was just a phenomenal chapter. You know me. I mean, I have been posting Kashimo hype videos, hype tweets again and again. I have been pushing this agenda since July of last year. I have been a Kashimo glazer, explaining why he's going to be Gojo on Sukuna's level. And yeah, so the editor actually starts the chapter off by saying it's a battle versus the strongest. Thunder Kashimo enters the ring. So this is actually confirming that Sukuna is the strongest and it's no longer Gojo. Obviously, because we saw Gojo die last chapter. Now, if Gojo is going to come back, that's still to be decided. We don't actually know for sure. However, even if Gojo does come back, I don't want him to be relevant for the rest of the arc, at least not until the very end. After everyone's gone their fights, Gojo's had his time to shine. It's time to let all the other students shine and get their big fights. So I don't really mind if Gojo lives, but he's got to take a back burner for a while. But regardless, Sukuna is confirmed the strongest, and the chapter starts off, and for some reason, Uraume's title said by the narrator is I Star Uraume, and Uraume looks cold. They look like they just came out of a Head and Shoulders commercial, looking absolutely beautiful, and their hair flowing in the wind, really looking like Gojo, I gotta be honest. And then Kinji Hakari comes and challenges Uraume. So yes, Hakari is a real one. He is that guy. You just love to see it. I can't even lie. He's one of the lads. He's one of the boys. And he says he made a promise so that he can't let Uraume live, and he opens his domain. And even though Hakari's domain did actually get Uraume inside it, the boulder of ice, or I guess like the ice mountain, mini mountain that Uraume was flying on, so they can create ice that can fly. Uraume's a monster. It falls down and it delivers a weapon to Sukuna. And yes, if you have been watching my videos, if you've been seeing my tweets, you would know what was coming. It is Sukuna's cursed weapon, the Vajra. And for some reason, it's called the Kamutoki, and I'm not sure why. I've actually looked it up and I can't find anything on Google saying what this is. There's no weapons in mythology, at least not any that I can find called the Kamutoki. But at the absolute bare minimum, it's the exact design, and I mean 1-to-1, it is the Vajra. The theory was 100% confirmed. We did see this in Sukuna's cover page, where he's holding the Vajra. It's the smaller weapon on the bottom, and of course, like I predicted, it's a weapon of lightning, because in case you guys aren't aware of the mythology, the Vajra is actually Indra's weapon that he gave to Arjuna, and it is a lightning weapon. So that's why I've been saying in the last video and in tweets that it's going to be a battle of light. Well, I guess maybe not, because Kashimo's resistant to electricity and lightning, so perhaps not, but at least it was starting that way, and maybe he will use the Vajra. We'll see. And like I just said before, yes, Sukuna launches an electrical attack on Kashimo with his cursed energy, and he actually says it's just like the good old times. So yeah, it is a Heian where it is one of his mythical weapons. He's got it. It's so cool. But of course, Kashimo's cursed energy makes him resistant to electricity. And then Kashimo gives this fire line to Sukuna. This is basically Sukuna's version of, are you the strongest because you're Satoru Gojo, or are you Satoru Gojo because you're the strongest? Kashimo questions Sukuna, did you become the strongest, or were you born as the strongest? We got Sukuna's version. Kashimo thinks he's Geto. Now this is very interesting. We got some Sukuna lore in here. Sukuna replies that he didn't know because he was an unwanted child. So it seems like all the orphan memes and jokes were true. Sukuna was actually an orphan. But yeah, I did see a lot of theories in the comments of my Sukuna's origin video I made 2 weeks ago, but people were actually saying maybe Sukuna was born disfigured and that's why he was unwanted. So it's looking like those guys are actually true. Kashimo asks, how did Sukuna interact with others without knowing weakness? How did he show affection or mercy? Because Kashimo says he couldn't do so. He saw all other humans as duds. Oh damn, Kashimo's got that mindset, that guilt mindset, that honored one mindset that only the honored ones have. And yes, Kashimo was the honored one at the absolute bare minimum of his era. Like if there were to be an honored one in every era, or I guess you could argue an honored one is a status of power that's so high that you can only reach after you get a certain level of power, which doesn't matter since Kashimo is contending with Sukuna right now, so he's at least on that level. So yeah, it's confirmed. Kashimo was the strongest of his era. And yes, Creams, a really cool YouTuber and TikToker, actually made a video explaining the reason why Kashimo was okay for letting Gojo die or wanted no one to interfere was because he, unfortunately, unlike Gojo, where Gojo was so happy that he didn't die of old age or sickness and that he actually got to die in battle against someone stronger, Kashimo was never able to get that. He actually lived lived out Gojo's worst nightmare and he died of old age and sickness because no one was strong enough to kill him. No one was strong enough to contest with him. So that's why he wanted Gojo to die. Sukuna calls Kashimo extravagant and says Gojo was the same, and he acknowledges him right here and now. Sukuna has acknowledged Kashimo. You love to see it. All the Kashimo haters and all the doubters who were saying, oh, he's gonna get one shot, he's a fraud, this, that, and the other, they are so mad right now. I saw on Twitter, they were all so upset, like, oh, just wait next chapter, oh, he's not gonna do well. What happened to he's getting one shot? What happened to getting no diff? Why is everyone saying wait next chapter? That's what I thought. Kashimo is him. Haters, stay mad and stay on that side. Sukuna taps his head of his weapon and calls on Kashimo to fight him. Kashimo versus Sukuna begins. Kashimo tries to land a hit on Sukuna using a staff, but Sukuna blocks with his weapon. Now this has some pretty insane implications where I'm seeing people try to use this to say Kashimo scales to Sukuna in terms of speed and strength. Now, as much as I'd love to say that because I want to gas up Kashimo, it is an injured Sukuna. I don't think it's going to have that much of an effect on him since it's still Sukuna, Ryomen Sukuna. And it's not like he blitzed him or landed a hit. Sukuna did block the hit. I'm not going to go crazy with this and say his base is super powerful and all that. Even though I'd like to, I'm not going to be disingenuous with it. However, it doesn't matter because right after that swing, Kashimo activates his curse technique, Genju Kohasaku, which translates to Phantom Beast Amber. Oh my goodness. So this transformation, it looks like he's either made of pure energy or fire or lightning or maybe an electrical form of energy. It doesn't seem to be directly lightning and it seems to, again, be some phantom-like substance. After landing a punch on Sukuna's face, Kashimo does a breath attack. Does this guy think he's Kaido? And the narrator explains that Kashimo's curse technique remakes his body to be able to blast any kind of attack which Kashimo can make from cursed energy. And in the chapter, Kashimo actually manages to land another punch. His curse technique enhances his agility and the waves he blasts evaporates anything which gets touched. So the transformation theory I actually made in July of last year, a year and a couple months ago. I actually made this theory video right after the Kashimo vs Hakari fight ended week to week. So I called this from the beginning that it's going to be a transformation and everyone was saying it's just going to be one big attack because he needs a transformation to increase his basic stats because if not, he's not going to be able to keep up with Sukuna. And it actually says that once the curse technique ends, Kashimo's body will also break and he will die along with it. So again, another theory of mine confirmed where his body is going to turn into pure energy, which is what happened, and it's just going to basically dissipate away or just die away as he fights. The narrator begins explaining that Sukuna has a method of reviving his original body only once without using reverse curse technique, but Sukuna had intentionally halted. And we see Kashimo actually fires a lightning strike, so it's just the charge strikes he fired at Hakari, but as the explosion hits Sukuna, out of the smoke comes Heian era Sukuna. So it seems with his transformation, not only did he heal from any and all damage he's taken before, because all of his wounds are now healed, so this very likely just healed the charge shot that Kashimo fired at him and all the damage that Gojo had done at him. So yes, Sukuna is now at 100%. I don't want to hear any he's fighting a weakened Sukuna allegations. He is in his Heian era form, fully healed up now. And the narrator says the transformation of reincarnation has been restarted. So yeah, it seems like a reincarnation is taking place and the transformation has just started, so it's not the end of it. He's gonna keep transforming, and what a chapter it was. I'm just so happy, I can't lie. After taking that big Gojo agenda L, even though I did correctly predict how the fight would go, I said 10 Shadows is stronger than Gojo. From the very beginning, I did say Gojo would lose. From the very beginning, multiple videos on that. I still pushed the Gojo agenda really hard, and in the end, I still took the agenda L. It was a pretty big L, a pretty big blow, so that's why I'm very happy with the Kashimo one. I'm so happy to be right about this, because I just love Kashimo so much, and after a year and a half of waiting to see this, a year and a half of making several theory videos over the years, so many threads on Twitter over the year, just seeing him be this powerful, seeing it be a transformation, I just love to see it. If you're a Kashimo fan from day one and you never switched up, shout out you, I salute you. We are eating good, we are eating a feast. If you are someone who switched up and is hopping that bandwagon, you're pretty shameless, I can't lie, that's pretty shameless, but at the very least, I appreciate that you've now acknowledged his greatness. I will accept you on the bandwagon. However, to all the people who were talking trash and saying Kashimo's gonna get one shot, he's gonna get off screen, he's fraudulent, he's sloppy seconds merchant, I've heard that a lot. I don't want to see any of you on that Kashimo train. You haters are not welcome, and I see he's still got a lot of haters saying, oh, wait until next chapter, Sukuna's gonna pack him, this, that, and the other. Guys, the fight has just started. This is literally the intro to the fight. The intro to the fight is one chapter. Do you think it's gonna end next chapter? I think it's at least got 2 or 3. And not only that, what happened to everyone saying, oh, he's gonna get one shot, he's gonna get no diff? It seems like he didn't get one shot. I don't know, to me it looks like he's still alive, and it seems like everyone's changed their tunes to he's gonna get one shot in a page to, oh, wait, next chapter. Pretty interesting how everyone's changed their tunes, huh? Pretty interesting. And yes, I will be insufferably annoying because I got so much trash for supporting Kashimo for the past year and a half. I got so many people hating him in all my comments and tweets, so I am gonna shove it in everyone's face that he is actually him. He is actually the GOAT. And I want to say lastly, because I know it's going to be filled with the comments of mostly people who didn't actually watch the video. Yes, we know Kashimo's not going to beat Sukuna. Yes, we know Kashimo's going to die. We have known this from the beginning. You can ask any Kashimo fan that has ever existed. None of them have actually said he's going to win. All my videos and tweets, we have said, we know Kashimo will die. We know he's going to lose to Sukuna. All we're saying is that he's going to give Sukuna a high diff fight, and he's going to give us one hell of a fight, and his cuss technique is going to be very powerful. That's all we've been saying. But people keep saying, no, he's trash, he's going to get one shot, this, that, and the other. And it looks like all the Kashimo fans were right. You'll love to see it. GEGE AKUTAMI, you're the man. I love you. You have made up for it tenfold, at least for me with the Gojo stuff, because I'm a bigger Kashimo fan. Thank you, GEGE AKUTAMI. But if you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. It helps out a ton. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed for a ton of consistent and quality JJK content, again, 90% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if you want to see a ton of crazy theories, spoiler videos like this one, analysis, live streams, and just other JJK content, trust me, you will not regret subscribing. And of course, thank you to all the channel members as well. It is much appreciated. Thank you guys very much. And yeah, everyone have a great day. What a chapter this was.